we got a question from one of our viewers here. It says, I took Social Security at 62 and still work. How do I pay the Social Security Administration if I make more than the limit? Do I get any of that money back? So we're going to take a look at this question. It's a great question here. We're going to try to make it as simple as possible here. So last part of this question, yes, you do get some of that money back, or you get all of it back, but not one nice lump sum. So we're going to talk about how they go about doing that and how you would go about paying the Social Security if you are working while you're in early retirement. That would be before, for most folks right now, that'd be 66.4 years if you're working before you reach full retirement. So we're going to draw a scenario here and break this apart and just see how this works if you earn more than the limit. So here's a situation. They retired at 62 years old. They retired early, 66.4 years. And if you're a younger person, it's going to be in 67, would be full retirement age. But in this case, we're using 62, retired early. The person is earning $1,500 per month in Social Security benefit. The earnings limit in 2019 is $17,640. So if a person had a job, they're collecting their benefits, and they earn over $17,640, then for every $2 earned over that limit, they will pay back $1 of the Social Security benefit. So here's an example. This person is earning $26,650 per year on top of their Social Security benefit. So we subtract the benefit, the earnings limit number, and that's going to come to $9,010, and we'll divide that number by $4,500 that is going to get paid back out of your benefit. So here's how the calculation works. So in this case, Social Security will reduce your payments by $4,500. That would mean you would not receive 3 monthly checks until the income overage, I called it a penalty here, it's really not a penalty, is paid back. So here's the example. You're earning $1,500 in Social Security. Your payback number is $4,500. So 3 of your checks would equal $4,500. So that means your first 3 checks that year you would not get, and then it would resume on the 4th check. So how does Social Security go about making these changes? They will pay attention to your tax return. They also look at your W-2s, and from that information, then they can determine what the penalty or payback is going to be. Now, something to be aware of on this adjustment here, it may take Social Security Administration a year or so to make this adjustment. So if you want to be on top of it, you could let the Social Security Administration know that you're going to be working, you're going to earn an approximate amount, and they'll go ahead and make the adjustments in your benefit ahead of time. But if you don't, it might be a year or 2 later before they take any action, and you might be down the road in your retirement, then all of a sudden you get this payback that you have to pay back to Social Security. Now, if you've been working, you've earned over the limit, and Social Security has taken some of your money out, when you do reach full retirement age, in this case 66.4 years old, Social Security will go back and recalculate your benefit so that over time you can recoup that money that they were taking out due to this earnings test withholding. So that's a second answer to that question. Do you get it back? Yes, you do get it back, but you get it back over time versus in a lump sum. We're going to look at a calculation on how that works. So here's how that calculation works. If you continue to lose 3 months of your benefits, so they were holding back 3 months of your $1,500 benefit a year until, let's say you continued working until you were full retirement age. So 3 months times 4 years, that's 12 months of withheld benefits. So when you reach full retirement age at 66, they're going to go back and recalculate this. They will reset your benefit as if you filed 36 months earlier rather than 48. So when you took your benefit at 62, that was 48 months ahead of 66.4. And so they will go back and recalculate your benefit. They will give you a bigger number. That's like waiting. Instead of taking the benefit at 62, you almost waited until, that'd be almost like taking the benefit at 63. So the difference at 62, you receive 75% of your benefit, and then you're going to get about 81% by waiting or after this recalculation is made. So in this case, the person was earning $1,500 at 62 early retirement. They worked for 4 years, and then when they go to recoup, they're going to earn about $1,600 or more after the recalculation, and that will go on till they die. Now the recalculation takes place around age 67. It's the next January after you're 66.4. So it doesn't happen immediately. It's that next January after 66.4. Now, for those who are over 66.4 or at full retirement age, depending on what your full retirement age, and you continue to work, they will no longer do the withholding on your Social Security benefit. They will no longer withhold that. So that's a nice benefit. Also, by you working additional years, that can also build your benefit to be a larger Social Security benefit. So our question here was, they took Social Security at 62 and they still work. They want to know how they pay the Social Security Administration back. And so Social Security will be watching your W-2s and tax returns, and they will either take that on their own, or you can let them know in advance. That was the first part of the question here. And do I get any of that money back? And yes, when you reach full retirement age, you can recoup those withholding monies from your Social Security benefit. If you have any questions, any comments in this area, leave a comment. Thank you for watching.